Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. You know, I thought it would be really good to just go super big picture here on a topic that really overarches all of these topics that we're going to look at on this channel, things I've already posted. And as you know, the videos so far, I've just pointed out things that the world told me one thing and the scriptures say something different. You can decide for yourself, what do you believe? Who are you learning from? But here's the deal, like I've said, when people are called to study the scriptures, however that happens, typically I think people want to get in there and say, how does this apply to me right now? What is it that, you hear all these things from the world, right? The media, Google, people, friends, pastors, denominational religions. And you're like, okay, well, what's the deal? What's this end of the age? What's the end of the world? What's the Antichrist? What's the tribulation? All these different things. And it's interesting because you go start reading the scriptures and the context that's in your brain is that all of that's in the future, like all of that's now, and it pertains exactly to you today. And essentially your mindset becomes, the Bible was written about me now, about us now. And it's interesting because if you go super big picture, right? And as you study prophecy, and all these things we're talking about are prophecies, right? What are all these prophecies that are about the end and those types of things, the Antichrist? So as you start to study prophecy and you're in the context of the world, you're putting all that stuff in the future, right? You're like, well, this has still got to happen. So that creates a narrative of you're waiting for something. Well, we're waiting around. We're waiting for this to happen or that to happen. So let's go big picture here for a couple of minutes. Once you get into the Old Testament and you go through and you read all those prophecies, and then you go into the New Testament and you read prophecy there, you will start to see that all that builds to one prophecy, and that is the establishment of the kingdom of heaven. Okay? And we can look at all the little individual prophecies that lead up to that, but they all tie together to establish the kingdom. So I think if we start to look at this as, well, what is the kingdom? When was it established? Where is it? Is it already established? Does it exist? Is it physical? Is it spiritual? What is this kingdom all about? What did Christ say about it? What did the disciples, apostles say about it? What did the Old Testament say about it? If you start to look at it this way, it's a game changer. It's a total game changer. So, one way that I've always looked at scripture is everything in the Old Testament all those prophecies pointed to the kingdom. They pointed to Jesus Christ on the cross. And everything looked forward to that. Well, now today, everything I look at looks backward to that instantaneous moment in time on the cross. And that period of time where Christ was on earth, his ministry, and the prophecy that he fulfilled. The transition from the old to the new. So guys, that's really where we're going to go with the next several videos, is the study of the kingdom. Because all of these prophecies were about Christ bringing the kingdom of heaven. We'll catch you really soon.